Speak your reality into existence. The power of affirmative language. There is a hidden force within you, quiet but powerful. It doesn't roar, but it creates worlds. It doesn't fight, but it shifts mountains. This force is your word. The words you speak, whether in confidence or in doubt, whether in love or in fear, become the blueprint of your reality. Every phrase you utter, every thought you affirm, is a declaration to the universe, a command you issue to life itself. Most people don't realize that their life, right now, is a mirror reflection of the language they've consistently used. Words like, I can't, I don't have, I never will, become caged, but words like, I am ready, I am abundant, I am already becoming, these are keys to unlock a new dimension of life. We were never meant to beg life for blessings. We were meant to speak them into being. In this speech, you are going to learn a new kind of power, not the loud external power of force and action, but the subtle, commanding power of affirmative language. You will understand how the words you speak shape the life you live. You will learn how to shift your inner dialogue from doubt to destiny, from fear to faith, from lack to limitless. This is not a motivational trick. It is a universal law. The law that what you declare with belief and consistency becomes the reality you walk into. You don't have to force the outcome. You speak it, align with it, and allow it to unfold. Let today be the day you stop repeating the story of what's not working and start declaring the story of what already is. Let this be the moment you speak your reality into existence. When shift from reaction to creation. There is a moment when you stop living as a reaction and begin to live as a creator. Most people spend their lives reacting to the news, to what people say, to what society expects. They speak words like, I can't, I never get a break, or life is hard. But these aren't just harmless statements. They are declarations, vibrations, and orders given to the subconscious mind and to the energy of the universe. When you say, I can't, you are closing the door on possibility. When you say, I never get lucky, you are affirming a future that repeats the past. You are not just reporting reality, you are reinforcing it. You're not a reporter of life, you are its creator. You have always had the power to command your reality through the words you speak. Every word is a tool, every sentence a spell. What you affirm becomes your life. Most people don't realize they're scripting tomorrow with the language they use today. You become what you continually say after the words I am. Say, I am tired, and you reinforce exhaustion. Say, I am always provided for, and you start noticing the ways life supports you. Say, I am unlucky, and your mind will filter out every opportunity. Say, I always attract abundance, and your vibration rises to match that truth. The shift begins the moment you become conscious of your language. Words are not echoes. They are seeds, and like seeds, they don't grow instantly, but they grow inevitably. A negative word, repeated long enough, produces discouragement, disconnection, and defeat. A positive word, even softly spoken, plants a future of strength, clarity, and power. Let's say you've been used to saying, I never have enough money. That phrase has shaped your emotional tone, your beliefs, and your decisions. But the moment you choose to say, I always attract money effortlessly, something inside begins to shift. You may not see it right away, but energetically, you've flipped the current. You've stopped swimming against the tide of your own words. Understand this, your words set the direction. Even when the world looks opposite, the spoken word is the steering wheel. And if you stay consistent in what you declare, the outside world will catch up with your inner affirmation. That's how creation works, first within, then without. If you want to change your life, start with your sentences. Pay attention to what you're saying when you're frustrated, when you're alone, when no one is listening. These are the moments that reveal your default affirmation. They show you the script you've been rehearsing unconsciously, but you can rewrite it. Say, I am becoming wealthier every day. Say, I am surrounded by divine guidance. Say, I speak with purpose, and my voice creates blessing. Even if your outer world hasn't caught up yet, your inner world has already begun to shift. This isn't about lying to yourself, it's about speaking higher truths. Truths that align with your potential, not your current limitation. You don't speak what you see, you speak what you want to see. You don't wait for the blessing before speaking the blessing. You speak it, because the act of speaking it calls it in. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a joke and a prophecy. It accepts what is repeated. This is why it's dangerous to joke about failure, about poverty, about loss. Because your subconscious listens, and what it hears frequently, it believes. That belief becomes your emotional state. That state becomes your behavior, and behavior becomes outcome. But here's the beauty: you can train it. You can speak a new reality until it becomes natural. You can repeat truth until it feels like instinct. That is the power of affirmation. Not just pretty words, not just surface-level positivity, but deep, resonant, identity-shaping declarations that rewire your entire being. You might say, "But I don't believe it yet." That's okay. Belief comes with repetition. Emotion follows declaration. You don't have to feel powerful to start speaking powerfully. You speak it until you feel it. You feel it until you live it. And one day, you'll look around and realize your external life reflects the words you once only dared to say. Start simple. Begin each morning with 3 truths. I am guided. I am prosperous. I am peaceful. Speak them slowly. Let them saturate your body. You are speaking not just to the air. You are speaking to your future, to your cells, to your habits, to the very fabric of your life. And here's the magic: it compounds. The more you affirm truth, the more power you carry. The more power you carry, the more aligned your actions become. The more aligned your actions, the more magnetic your results. It all begins with the language. Stop waiting for change to speak differently. Speak differently, and change will come. Choose your words like you are designing your world, because you are. Let your voice be the architect of your future. Speak life, not fear. Speak growth, not limitation. Speak love, not lack. And when doubt creeps in, as it will, meet it with declaration. When the old thoughts return, replace them with your new script. You are not who you were. You are becoming something new, and your words are lighting the path. Right now, say it out loud. I am the creator of my reality. My words hold power. I speak with intention. I attract abundance. I live in truth. Say it, breathe it, believe it. This is the first step, the awareness and mastery of your spoken word. It is the foundation of all manifestation. Before you act, before you build, before you succeed, you must speak. Because what you speak consistently, confidently, and with conviction will come to life. 2 begins with one powerful idea. You must become emotionally aligned with the words you speak. You cannot just say the words. You must feel them. You must own them. You must embody them. Words without feeling are like seeds planted without soil. Nothing grows. But when you speak from the heart, when you engage your emotions with your declarations, you breathe life into your words. This is where most people go wrong. They say the affirmations, but they feel doubt. They say, I am successful, but inside they're repeating, no, I'm not. That contradiction creates resistance, and resistance blocks manifestation. So the key is not to fake it, but to feel your way into alignment. When you speak an affirmation, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, what would it feel like if this were already true? Let that feeling rise. Let it fill your body. Let it become your inner reality. Because the truth is, your inner world must shift before the outer world follows. Everything begins with state. Emotion is the engine. And you are in control of that engine. Let's take a simple example. You say, I am abundant. Don't rush it. Close your eyes. Imagine what abundance feels like. Imagine the freedom. Imagine the gratitude. Imagine the ease of knowing that everything you need is already here or on its way. That emotional state is what fuels the affirmation. It's what activates the subconscious. It's what sends the signal to the universe. I am ready. I am aligned. I am available for this. You don't need to know how it will happen. You just need to match the frequency of the outcome with your feelings and words. The how is not your job. The vibration, that is your responsibility. And the more you practice emotional alignment, the easier it becomes. At first, it might feel strange. You might feel like you're pretending. But remember, Pretending is just rehearsing for a new reality. You're not being fake, you're being intentional. You're choosing to dwell in the energy of your future, even before it arrives. This is the secret that every master has known. You must feel it real. Speak it, feel it, trust it. Now let's go deeper. Every time you say I am, you're not just describing yourself, you are invoking your identity. And identity is the root of everything you attract. You don't get what you want, you get who you believe you are. So if you believe you are always lacking, always struggling, always one step behind, you will attract situations that reflect that. But if you believe you are empowered, provided for, supported, you will magnetize different experiences. That's why we affirm not just outcomes, but identity. You don't say I will have success, you say I am success in motion. You don't say I will be wealthy someday, you say I am wealthy in essence. And it shows more each day. This is the difference between wishing and commanding. Wishing is passive, commanding is active. And you were not born to wish, you were born to create. Let's talk about resistance. Sometimes when you start affirming a new reality, your old self resists. Doubts come up, memories of failure rise. You hear the voice that says, but what about the past? This is normal. It's just your nervous system adjusting to a new identity. Don't panic, don't fight it, just recognize it and choose again. Say it louder, I am not my past. I am not my failures. I am the energy I choose today. I speak power. I speak peace. I speak prosperity. That moment of resistance is a turning point. Either you retreat to the old story, or you rise into the new one. Choose to rise. Use your voice, not just as an affirmation tool, but as a healing tool. Speak love to your past. Speak hope to your future. Speak courage into your present. You don't need perfect circumstances to start, you just need permission from yourself. You are not waiting for the right day. This is the right day. You are not waiting to feel worthy. You are already worthy. You are not waiting for results to believe. You believe and the results follow. When you combine spoken affirmation with emotional truth, the universe listens. Your subconscious listens. Your body listens. You become a magnet for the people, the places and the opportunities that match your inner truth. This is why it's so important to monitor your environment, because the people around you are either reinforcing your new language or pulling you back into the old script. If someone constantly speaks in lack, and you are speaking in abundance, there will be friction. That's not a sign to stop. That's a sign to strengthen your voice. You are rewriting your reality, and not everyone will understand. That's okay. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to stay committed to your vibration, to your vision, to your voice. Every single day, you have the power to realign. In the morning, when you wake up, speak your truth before the world speaks its noise. Say today is full of power. I am centered. I am focused. I am open to miracles. When challenges arise, don't curse them. Speak to them. Say even now I rise. Even here I am guided. Even this is working in my favor. And when things go well, amplify it. Say this is my new normal. I live in joy, I live in flow, I live in truth. Step 2 is about deepening your practice. It's about moving from just saying affirmations, to living inside them, feeling them, embodying them, because what you embody, you attract. So speak slowly, feel deeply, declare boldly, and trust completely. You are not learning how to speak, you are remembering how to command. This is not about ego, this is about alignment. You are not forcing reality. You are aligning with what already exists in the quantum field, and pulling it into your experience, through intention, emotion, and declaration. Speak it, not just in the morning, but all day, when you walk, when you cook, when you drive. Keep the inner language aligned with who you are becoming. And as you do, you will notice, life starts listening. Doors open, paths clear, ideas flow, people appear. Because reality is not something happening to you, it is something happening through you, and the key is always your language. Speak wisely, speak consciously, speak with love, and speak with power, because every time you do, you are not just talking, you are creating. 3. Your words are instructions to the universe. Every word you speak is an instruction, a command, a blueprint. You may not realize it, but your speech is a living energy. It is an invisible architect working behind the scenes, shaping the structures of your life. Every sentence you speak, whether it's filled with faith or fear, becomes a brick in the house of your reality. So let's ask the question, what are you building with your words? Are you building freedom or frustration? Expansion or contraction? Are you speaking in a way that honors your future or in a way that recycles your past? Because whether you're conscious of it or not, the universe is always listening. It is responding to your vibration, your emotional tone, your spoken truths. And when your words become repetitive patterns of doubt, defeat, or delay, those patterns show up as repeating life experiences. That is why the most powerful change you can make is not in your job, not in your location, not even in your relationships. It is in your language. You change your language, and you change your frequency. You change your frequency, and you change your outcomes. Let this sink in. Every time you say, I can't, you are commanding the energy of limitation. Every time you say, I never get lucky, you are reinforcing a story of lack. Every time you say, that always happens to me, you're renewing a contract with struggle, but you can break that contract today. You can rewrite your script. You can teach the universe a new set of instructions. Instead of saying, I can't, try, I am discovering. Instead of I never have enough, try, everything I need comes to me in perfect time. Instead of I'm not good at that, say, I am learning and I'm improving every day. You see, this is not just semantics. It's not about positive thinking. It's about powerful alignment. It's about speaking the language of outcomes, not obstacles. And the beauty is, you don't have to believe it 100% at first. You just have to be willing. Willing to speak in a new way. Willing to think in a higher way. Willing to reprogram the energy around you. Because the moment you speak something, you give it a shape in the unseen realm. Words are seeds, but emotion is water, and repetition is sunlight. Say it, feel it, say it again. That is the formula. And you don't need years, you just need consistency. Let's go deep. Most people speak reactively. They talk about what they see, what they've been through, what isn't working. But the truly awakened individual, they speak creatively. They don't just describe life. They design it. They understand that language is a canvas, and the words you choose become the paint. So when you say, I am surrounded by support, even when support feels absent, you are not lying. You are building. When you say, money flows easily to me, even if your bank account says otherwise, you are not fantasizing. You are command. Your words are not reflections of the present moment. They are tools to carve out the future. This is the difference between speaking from your reality versus speaking to your reality. Anyone can talk about what is, but masters of manifestation speak what will be until it becomes. They speak healing into illness. They speak opportunity into silence. They speak joy into the cracks of despair. That is your power too. You are not at the mercy of conditions. You are the architect of conditions, and your speech is the tool you use to create new blueprints. Let's get practical. Begin to pay attention to your automatic language. Notice the habits in your speech. Do you often say, I'm tired, even when it's just a small moment of fatigue? Do you say, I always mess this up, after a small mistake? Catch yourself and shift. I'm regaining my energy. I'm learning how to master this. Do you say, I hate Mondays, or time flies too fast, or I'll never get ahead? Catch it. Replace it. I start every week with power. I honor every moment of time. I am moving forward faster than ever before. This is not about pretending. This is about conscious direction. You have been given the sacred ability to use words as wands, to speak light where there was shadow, to speak love where there was shadow, to speak love where there was fear, to speak abundance where there was emptiness. And the more you practice, the more fluent you become in the language of miracles. Remember, reality is not fixed. It is fluid. It responds to the loudest vibration. And your voice, yes, your voice is a key part of that vibration. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are a creator. And creators speak with intention. Speak like someone who expects things to change. Speak like someone who knows they are worthy. Speak like someone who trusts the process. Because the universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to certainty. And you cultivate that certainty by mastering your speech. Try this. Start your day with declarations instead of complaints. Before your feet hit the ground, say, today is working in my favor. I am aligned with everything I desire. I attract the people, ideas and resources that elevate me. Say it in the mirror. Say it while making coffee. Say it while walking to work. And when the challenges come, because they will, don't speak about the mountain. Speak to it. Say, even this is a step toward my next level. I am unshaken. I am focused. I am led. This is how you train your reality. You don't submit to what shows up. You speak what must show up. And finally, remember this. The moment you speak something with clarity, with emotion, and with consistency, it begins to move, it begins to form, it begins to find you. So don't wait, don't delay. Your next level is waiting for the sound of your voice. Speak with faith, speak with direction, speak with conviction, because the words you choose are not just tools, they are portals. And when you speak with power, you open doors you didn't even know were there. 4. Repetition creates reality. You've spoken the words once, you've felt their power, but what now? Here's the truth. One declaration, no matter how powerful, is like planting a seed and walking away. But your reality isn't grown from one seed. It's grown from consistent cultivation. That's why repetition is not just helpful, it's essential. Repetition creates rhythm, rhythm creates belief, and belief transforms into reality. Most people misunderstand the purpose of repetition. They think repeating affirmations is about convincing the universe. But that's not it. Repetition isn't to convince the universe. It's to reprogram you. It's to rewire the inner script that's been looping for years, maybe even decades. Because let's be honest, you've repeated disempowering phrases for most of your life. You've said things like, I'm not lucky. I don't have what it takes. Money's hard to come by. It never works out for me. You didn't just say those once. You repeated them over and over until they became your truth. So now, to rewrite that truth, you need repetition that works in your favor. Here's the new approach. Every day, every moment, every opportunity, you return to your new language. You return to power. You return to possibility. Because when you repeat, you rewire. When you rewire, you realign. And when you realign, the world responds. The key is emotional engagement. Repetition without emotion is just noise. But repetition with feeling, that's how you create frequency. That's how you shift energy. That's how you move mountains. Let's break it down. When you wake up in the morning, your mind is in a receptive state. It's open. It's programmable. That's the perfect time to speak your reality into existence. Say, I am abundance in human form. I speak blessings over my life. I walk in alignment with every desire of my heart. Now, will your logical mind push back at first? Maybe. Will doubts whisper, that's not probably. But here's the secret. Ignore the old programming. Speak anyway. Declare anyway. Repeat anyway. Because every time you repeat a powerful truth, you weaken the grip of a lie. You're not just repeating words, you're installing a new system. Systems, once installed, begin to run automatically. Just like you used to automatically think lack, now you'll automatically think abundance. Just like you used to expect delay, now you'll expect miracles. But it takes time, and that's okay. Don't rush the harvest. Nurture the seed. Create rituals around your speech. Make it a morning routine, a midday reset, a nighttime prayer. Make it part of your walk, your commute, your moments of silence. You don't need to shout. You don't need to be loud. You just need to be clear. Clear in your words. Clear in your energy. Clear in your direction. Try this. Every time a negative thought arises, gently replace it with your new declaration. Thought, I can't afford that. Replacement, money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. Thought, I always mess this up. Replacement, I am growing more capable every day. Thought, it's too late for me. Replacement, I am right on time for everything that's meant for me. At first, this feels like effort, but soon it becomes a reflex, a new instinct, a new identity, because you're not just repeating affirmations. You're training your nervous system to feel safe in abundance. You're teaching your subconscious to expect success. You're aligning with the version of you who already has it all. This is how reality shifts. Not by force, not by control, but by consistency. Let's go even deeper. Every word carries vibration, and every time you repeat a high vibration phrase, it starts to override lower energies. Think of your mind like a garden. Each repeated affirmation is a drop of water. Each declaration is sunlight. Each conscious word is nourishment. And with every repetition, the weeds of doubt begin to wither. The roots of confidence begin to grow. The flowers of manifestation begin to bloom. But here's the beauty: you don't have to wait for the garden to be complete to feel the shift. The shift begins the moment you commit. The moment you say, I will speak differently from now on. I will choose empowering words. I will use my voice to bless, not to burden. In that moment, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, you become magnetic to money, magnetic to ideas, magnetic to people, places and opportunities that match your new script. And here's something else. Don't only speak affirmations about what you want. Speak affirmations about who you are. Because who you are is the foundation of what you attract. Say, I am worthy. I am confident. I am connected to divine wisdom. I am powerful beyond measure. These are not just phrases. They are reminders. They are activations. They are codes that unlock the truth of who you are. And every time you repeat them, that truth gets louder. So let it get loud. Let your voice become the soundtrack of your new life. Let it echo with clarity, with purpose, with grace. And if the old voice tries to creep in, the one that says you're not enough, or that's not possible, smile gently and say, that may have been my past story, but I'm speaking a new one now, because that's what repetition does. It gives you the pen back. It returns authorship to your hands. It reminds you that this is your life, your creation, your script, and every time you speak an empowering word, you are writing a new chapter. So speak it again, and again, and again, until it becomes your truth, until it becomes your experience, until the reality around you bows to the language within you. You are the speaker. You are the builder. You are the one you've been waiting for. Keep repeating. Keep speaking. Keep rising. 5. Align your words with your inner knowing. There comes a moment in this journey, a turning point, where repetition becomes recognition, where the words you once spoke as affirmations begin to sound like truths you've always known. This is where we move beyond surface declarations into deep, inner alignment. Because power doesn't just come from saying the words. Power comes when your words are in harmony with your beliefs, your energy and your intention. Let's be honest, you can repeat I am wealthy 1,000 times, but if deep down you feel unworthy, if a part of you whispers, that's not true, then the words remain hollow. So what do? You close the gap. You bring your speech into alignment with your soul. You speak not just to sound confident, but to embody confidence. This is where the magic begins. This is where you shift from I hope this works to I know this is who I am. It's not about forcing belief. It's about creating space for belief to take root. Start by listening. Listen to the quiet voice within you, the voice that existed before fear, before conditioning, before doubt. That voice already knows the truth. It knows you are abundant. It knows you are powerful. It knows you were never meant to live in lack, confusion, or fear. That voice is always speaking, but we drown it out with noise. So in this step, you silence the noise. You return to stillness. You ask, what do I truly know about myself? And you speak from that knowing. Speak not to convince, but to confirm. Speak not out of desperation, but out of declaration. You are no longer begging the universe for crumbs. You are declaring your rightful inheritance. The words change now, not because they need to sound different, but because you feel different when you say them. Now when you say I am deserving of success, you don't just say it, you feel it in your bones. You stand taller, your heart opens, your breath slows, you become the very vibration of that truth. That's alignment. In alignment is the gateway to flow, the gateway to ease, the gateway to manifestation without struggle. Because once you align your speech with your inner knowing, life begins to rearrange itself around your new identity. Let's talk about identity, because language is not just about what you attract, it's about who you become. Every word you speak is a thread in the fabric of your identity. I am resilient, I am chosen, I am a magnet for miracles. These are not just affirmations, they are statements of identity. And the more you speak them, the more you anchor yourself into a new version of you. A version who doesn't chase, who doesn't doubt, who doesn't shrink to fit anyone else's comfort. Instead, you expand, you stretch, you rise into your full expression. Because aligned speech is courageous speech. It requires you to speak things before others see them, to declare things no one else understands yet, to affirm realities that haven't materialized but already exist within you. This is the path of the creator, the speaker of truth, the activator of destiny, the artist painting their life with words. So how do you practice this kind of alignment? First, slow down. Don't rush to say what sounds good. Say what feels true. Let your speech come from your center, not from habit, not from imitation, not from fear. Second, pause before speaking. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say rooted in truth or in limitation? And if it's rooted in limitation, change it. You always have that power. If your old habit is to say things never go my way, stop, breathe, and choose instead. Everything is unfolding in perfect timing. You're not lying to yourself, you're aligning yourself. You're not ignoring reality, you're reprogramming it from the inside out. Third, speak with intention. Let every word be sacred. Let every sentence carry weight. Because when you speak with alignment, even one word can change everything. Say yes, now, mine, done, thank you. These words, when aligned with inner certainty, carry immense creative force. You don't always need long affirmation. Sometimes the shortest phrases carry the deepest power, because they are pure, they are focused, and they are rooted in truth. Fourth, protect your energy by protecting your language. If something doesn't resonate, don't speak it even if it's popular, even if others say it works. Only speak what aligns with your vision, your values, your vibration, because your voice is sacred, your word is law, and your speech is the channel through which your reality is born. Fifth, practice radical self-honesty. You're not here to perform for others, you're here to live in truth. That means being honest about when you're out of alignment, and choosing to realign without judgment. It's okay to fall back into old habits sometimes. It's okay to catch yourself saying something negative. The point is not perfection. The point is awareness. When you notice it, correct. That's power. That's ownership. That's the voice of someone who knows their reality is not fixed. It's fluid, and fluid realities respond to aligned speech. So speak now, not as who you were but as who you've become. Speak as the one who knows their power. Speak as the one who walks with clarity. Speak as the one who is no longer guessing, hoping, or waiting. You are the cause now. You are the spark. You are the vibration. Let your words reflect your becoming. Let your language lead your transformation. Because when your speech aligns with your knowing, your world shifts effortlessly. Doors open. Opportunities arise. People show up. Solutions appear. And it all begins with a single word spoken in truth, with intention, from the soul. So speak now. Speak boldly. Speak clearly. Speak as the one who remembers. You are the voice that commands the unseen. You are the breath that shapes destiny. You are the word made manifest. 6. Repetition builds reality. Why speaking it daily changes everything. You've probably heard it before. Repetition is the mother of skill. But let's go deeper. Repetition is the womb of reality. What you say again and again doesn't just echo, it carves. It forms pathways in your mind, grooves in your energy, and then finally structures in your world. Your spoken words are like drops of water falling onto a stone. One drop seems meaningless, 10 drops, barely a change. But thousands of drops over time, they shape the stone. In the same way, your affirmations, when spoken daily, shape your reality. Here's the key. Most people speak what is, but creators, real creators, speak what shall be. And they don't say it once and hope. They say it until their being believes it, until every cell agrees, until the outside world bends under the pressure of their inner truth. This is not about magic. This is about mastery. Think of the most powerful people throughout history, those who changed cultures, who inspired nations, who altered the course of time. They spoke again and again the same messages. They weren't repeating because they had nothing new to say. They were repeating because truth needs anchoring. And so does yours. Your affirmations are anchors. Each time you speak, I am wealthy, you're driving that anchor deep. Each time you say, I am healed, the belief gets stronger. Each I am statement pulls your future closer until it becomes your now. Let's take this from theory to practice. Right now, speak aloud. Everything I speak with belief begins to move in my favor. Again, slower. Everything I speak with belief begins to move in my favor. How did that feel? You may feel a small shift or a sudden doubt. Either way, you just planted a seed. Now if you water that seed every day with repetition, especially with emotion, it will grow. The problem is, most people don't water their seeds. They say it once, maybe twice, then go back to speaking the opposite. They affirm abundance in the morning, then say I'm broke by lunch. They declare confidence before a meeting, then criticize themselves in the mirror. Here's the truth, your dominant voice wins. So which voice will that be? Will it be the quiet whisper of truth you speak occasionally, or the loud repetition of fear and lack you speak daily? This is why repetition isn't optional, it's essential. If you want to change your life, you must change your language. And if you want to change your language, you must speak the new one every day without fail. Let's imagine this together. What if for 30 days straight you committed to speaking only aligned, empowered, truthful, abundant words? No matter what happened around you, no matter how you felt, no matter what the facts were, you still said, I am abundant, I am guided, I am safe, I am powerful, I am supported in all I do. Do you think your reality would stay the same? No, it could, because your frequency would change, your perception would sharpen, and your subconscious, that powerful mechanism that runs the show behind the curtain, would start working for your affirmations instead of against them. You'd begin attracting people, experiences, and ideas that match your spoken truth. You'd start noticing paths where there used to be blocks. You'd start believing not just in words but in yourself. Let's go even further. When repetition becomes ritual, transformation becomes inevitable. Make this your ritual. Speak powerfully first thing in the morning, before the world enters your energy. Speak again before sleep, so your subconscious can work while you rest. And throughout the day, speak on purpose. Pause before speaking, and ask, is what I'm about to say matching the reality I want? If not, shift. If yes, declare it boldly. Speak it even if your voice shakes. Speak it even if the old beliefs try to argue. Speak it because you are creating, not report. You're not a news anchor, repeating what is. You are a divine creator declaring what shall be. This is why repetition matters. This is why the greatest transformations often feel like slow magic, because each spoken word is a brick, and your reality is the temple you're building, brick by brick, word by word. Let's address the resistance that may show up. At first, saying I am successful might feel fake. Saying I am loved might bring tears. Saying I am financially free might sound like a joke if your wallet is empty. That's okay, speak it anyway. You're not lying, you're leading yourself into the truth. You're speaking the reality that is trying to be born through you. Don't expect perfection, expect progress. Even if you fall back into old language patterns, notice it. Correct it gently. Speak again. Repetition doesn't mean never wavering. It means never giving up. Remember this truth. Words are like tuning forks. When struck consistently, they bring everything around them into harmony. Speak joy consistently, and life begins to sound joyful. Speak worthiness consistently, and people begin to treat you with worth. Speak abundance consistently, and abundance begins to surround you. It's not luck, it's law. You become fluent in the language you practice. So choose your language with intention, repeat it with purpose, speak it with faith. Say it until your voice vibrates differently. Say it until doubt dissolves. Say it until your reality has no choice but to match. Because when you repeat a truth with unwavering belief, that truth becomes louder than fear, louder than circumstance, louder than history. And that's when the shift happens, not just in your language, but in your life. 7. The power of emotion in your words. To truly manifest your desires, your words must carry emotion. Words alone are seeds, but emotion is the water and sunlight that allows those seeds to grow. Without feeling behind your speech, the words become hollow, empty sounds that the universe cannot fully respond to. Think about the last time you felt deeply heard, when someone's words were filled with genuine emotion, whether it was love, joy, determination, or faith. You felt it resonate inside you, didn't you? That's the power of emotional language. Your affirmations need that same energy. When you say, I am successful, feel the success inside your body. Feel the pride, the joy, the satisfaction. When you say, I am worthy, feel your heart expand with that truth. Feel the peace that comes with being enough. This emotional engagement is what activates the law of attraction. It charges your words with a magnetic frequency that pulls in what you desire. Without it, your words are like a car without gas. They may look the part, but they won't take you anywhere. So how do you add emotion to your speech? First, visualize your statement. Imagine the reality you are speaking into existence as if it's happening right now. See yourself living it fully. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the textures. Second, connect with the feelings. What emotions arise? Is it excitement, peace, gratitude, confidence? Third, speak your words slowly and deliberately. Allow yourself to feel each phrase as you say it. Speak from your heart, not just your mouth. Here's a practice for you. Take an affirmation like, I am abundant in every area of my life. Close your eyes, visualize your abundance, feel the gratitude swelling inside you. Then speak the words out loud, slowly, clearly, and with feeling. Repeat this daily. Over time, your nervous system will learn to associate those words with real feeling. Your subconscious mind will accept this new programming as truth, and when your subconscious believes it, your external world follows. Remember, the universe responds not only to your words but to your vibration, and emotion is the most powerful driver of vibration. The more you infuse your speech with genuine feeling, the faster your manifestations will appear. Beware of robotic or rushed affirmations. They do more harm than good because they signal confusion or disbelief. Your emotions are the bridge between intention and reality. They make your words alive. So don't just speak your affirmations, feel them deeply. Another powerful emotional ingredient is gratitude. Gratitude transforms your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It shifts your energy from lack to plenty. When you say, I am grateful for the wealth flowing into my life, you invite more to flow. Gratitude is like a magnet that attracts even more things to be grateful for. Make it a habit to add gratitude to your speech. Before and after your affirmations, say thank you. Say it as if what you desire is already yours. Thank the universe, yourself, and all forces working for your good. This simple act amplifies your emotional energy and accelerates manifestation. Now consider the power of belief. Belief is the foundation on which emotional speech rests. If you don't believe your words, it's almost impossible to feel the emotion behind them. So cultivate belief by nurturing small wins. Celebrate every tiny victory. Did you handle a challenge better than before? Affirm, I am growing stronger every day. Did you receive unexpected kindness? Affirm, I am surrounded by love and support. These small experiences build your belief muscle, making your affirmations more believable and heartfelt. Also, beware of conflicting emotions. Sometimes you may say affirmations but feel fear, doubt, or resistance. That's normal. When this happens, acknowledge it without judgment. Say, I release fear and choose faith, or I am open to receiving all good things. This practice clears emotional blocks that can dull the power of your speech. Remember, emotional alignment is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to feel the positive vibration of what you desire, even in the face of difficulty. This choice shifts your entire energetic field and begins to transform your reality. Finally, the emotions behind your words create a ripple effect. Your vibration influences not only your life, but also the people and circumstances around you. When you speak with love, confidence, and faith, you become a beacon of that energy. Others are drawn to you, doors open, and opportunities multiply. Your words, charged with emotion, become a force field, protecting, attracting, and empowering you. So commit today to infusing every word you speak with genuine emotion. Let your speech be alive with feeling. Let it be the fuel that powers your journey. Because the universe hears not only what you say but how you say it. And the louder your heart's voice, the faster your dreams manifest. 8. The role of consistency and persistence in affirmative speaking. Consistency and persistence, these two qualities are the backbone of transformation. They are what separate those who only dream from those who truly manifest. Imagine a river carving through rock. It's not the force of a single drop that changes the stone, but the constant flow, the steady persistence of water wearing away resistance over time. Your words work the same way. The universe is listening, yes, but it also needs to recognize that you're committed to the reality you're speaking into existence. It's easy to say affirmations when life is smooth, but what about when difficulties arise? When old fears surface, when your progress seems invisible? This is the true test of your power. Consistency means showing up for yourself daily. It means waking up and choosing your language deliberately, no matter how you feel. It means refusing to let one bad day undo weeks or months of progress. Persistence means continuing to declare your truth even when the results aren't obvious. It means trusting in the unseen process, believing in the seeds you've planted even if you haven't yet seen the bloom. Let's break down how you cultivate these crucial traits. Create daily rituals. Rituals transform actions into habits. When you repeat affirmations at the same times and places each day, your mind and body start to expect and accept these moments as sacred. Morning rituals are especially powerful. Before the noise of the day invades, take time to center yourself and speak your affirmations with full presence. Feel the difference in your energy when you start your day aligned and empowered. Likewise, ending your day with affirmations allows your subconscious to absorb your intentions during sleep, a time when your mind is highly receptive. 2. Make affirmations part of your environment. Surround yourself with reminders of your new language. Post affirmations on your mirrors, your desk, your phone wallpaper. Use sticky notes or digital reminders that pop up throughout your day. This creates an immersive environment where your new reality is constantly reinforced. The more your mind sees and hears these truths, the quicker they sink in. 3. Track your progress. Keep a journal where you write down your affirmations and note any changes you observe. Tracking helps you see the subtle shifts you might otherwise miss. Celebrate small victories and moments when your affirmations feel true. This builds momentum and belief. 4. Embrace imperfection. Consistency isn't about perfection. You might miss days or speak negative words out of habit. When this happens, don't beat yourself up. Instead, notice the lapse, forgive yourself, and return to your practice. Persistence grows stronger when fueled by kindness and self-compassion. 5. Use community and accountability. Join groups or find partners who support your journey. Sharing your affirmations and experiences aloud with others increases commitment. Accountability creates motivation and keeps you connected to your goals. 6. Pair speech with inspired action. Words create your inner reality, but actions build your outer world. When you hear your own declarations, ask yourself, what step can I take today that aligns with my spoken truth? Even small actions reinforce your new identity and send powerful signals to the universe. 7. Trust the timing. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. You might doubt if your affirmations are working. This is normal. Trust that the universe is orchestrating the perfect timing. Keep speaking. Keep believing. Keep showing up, because your persistence will be rewarded. Now, let's explore why consistency and persistence matter so much. The subconscious mind is like a garden filled with seeds of old beliefs. Some healthy, many limiting. Daily repetition of new affirmations is like watering the new seeds of possibility until they overpower the weeds of doubt. Without consistent nurturing, your subconscious falls back to the familiar, the comfortable, even if that familiarity is painful. Persistence breaks through that comfort zone. It's the daily commitment to new words, new feelings, and new beliefs that rewires your mind. It's what makes the difference between fleeting inspiration and lasting transformation. This means your repeated speech creates physical changes in your brain, supporting new habits and ways of thinking. Similarly, energy scientists explain how consistent vibrational frequency influences your energetic field, attracting matching experience. Your persistent affirmations are tuning your frequency to align with your desires. The challenge: life will challenge your consistency. You may face skepticism from others. You may feel frustrated by slow progress. You may be tempted to return to old language and think, but these challenges are part of the journey. They test your commitment, they teach you resilience. Each time you overcome a setback and continue speaking your truth, you deepen your power. A powerful practice. Try this. Commit to speaking your affirmations 3 times daily Write down your feelings before and after. Notice any shifts in mood, mindset, and opportunities. If resistance arises, acknowledge it, then affirm. I choose alignment. I persist in my truth. My reality changes with my words. Watch how your world begins to respond. Remember, consistency is not a sprint, it's a marathon of faith. Persistence is not stubbornness. It's unwavering belief in your creative power. Your words, repeated daily with emotion and intention, build a new reality brick by brick. Stay consistent, stay persistent, and watch your spoken reality manifest in ways beyond your wildest dreams. 9. Overcoming doubt and fear through your words. As you continue on this journey of speaking your reality into existence, one of the greatest obstacles you will face is doubt. Doubt is the quiet thief that steals your power if you allow it. Fear often walks hand in hand with doubt, whispering that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big, or that you will fail. But here is a truth that cannot be overstated. Your words have the power to conquer doubt and dissolve fear. When fear arises, your first instinct may be to shrink back, to silence your voice, or to say, "Maybe this isn't for me." But that is exactly the moment to speak louder than ever. Speak with courage. Speak with conviction. Let your words be a shield and a sword. For example, if fear tells you, "You can't do this," your reply should be a firm declaration. "I am capable beyond measure." If doubt creeps in saying, "This is impossible," counter it with, "All things are possible to me." Words, when spoken with belief, create a new narrative inside your mind. They rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. The story of limitation becomes a story of limitless potential. The voice of fear grows faint in the presence of confident speech. Remember, fear and doubt only have power when you feed them with silence or agreement. Each time you respond with empowered words, you starve the old story and nourish the new. Awareness is your first defense. Notice when you begin to doubt or feel afraid. Pause and breathe deeply. Create a space of calm where you can choose your response. For example, if you fear failure, say, "Failure is a stepping stone to success." If you fear rejection, say, "I am worthy of love and acceptance." Visualize the outcome you desire. See yourself stepping through the fear into success, joy, or peace. When you combine affirmations with strong feeling and visualization, you create new neural pathways that replace old fears. You train your mind to expect safety, abundance, and success. Over time, your brain rewires, your emotional response shifts, and fear loses its grip. The power of self-talk. Self-talk is the ongoing conversation you have with yourself. It can either build you up or tear you down. Be mindful of the stories you tell yourself daily. Replace negative scripts with positive affirmation. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am worthy and capable." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "I learn and grow from every experience." Your words become your reality because they shape your beliefs, which in turn shape your action. Facing fear by speaking your truth. Fear often thrives in secrecy and silence, but when you boldly speak your truth, your desires, your intentions, your worth, it loses its power. Let your voice be loud enough to drown out fear. Declare what you want unapologetically. Claim your dreams as if they are already yours. This courageous speech transforms fear into fuel. It turns anxiety into action. It moves you forward even when the path is unclear. Next to each, write a powerful affirmation that counters it. Every time you notice a doubt or fear, read the corresponding affirmation aloud. Feel its strength. Repeat until your confidence grows stronger than your fear. You hold the key. Your words, your voice. Use them wisely. Speak with clarity. Speak with power. Speak as the creator of your life. Closing thought for step 9. The power to overcome lies in your hands and your voice. Your words can shatter the walls built by doubt and fear. They can open doors to new possibilities. They can rewrite your story. Speak your reality into existence with courage, because when your words are stronger than your fears, nothing can stop you. 10. Embodying your spoken words, becoming the reality you declare. Now that you have learned how to speak your reality into existence, overcome doubt, and persist with consistency, it's time to embody your words fully. Speaking affirmations is essential, but to create lasting transformation, you must become the living embodiment of what you declare. What does it mean to embody your spoken words? It means aligning your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions with the reality you desire. It means living as if your words are already true. It means becoming a walking, breathing expression of your affirmations. When you embody your words, you stop merely wishing for change and start being the change. This alignment creates a magnetic field around you that draws your desires closer. Breathe with strength. Allow yourself to experience the emotion behind your words fully. Fully, act as if. Begin to act in ways that reflect your affirmations. If you declare abundance, manage your resources wisely. If you say you are successful, make decisions that move you toward success. Even small actions aligned with your words send signals to your subconscious and the universe. Align your environment. Surround yourself with reminders and influences that support your new reality. This could mean decluttering, choosing positive media, or connecting with uplifting people. Your environment should reflect and reinforce the reality you speak. 3. Cultivate belief. Belief is the foundation of embodiment. When belief wavers, return to your affirmations, repeat them with faith. Use visualization to strengthen belief. Imagine your desired reality in rich detail. Release resistance. Notice any resistance in your thoughts or feelings. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that contradicts my spoken words? Practice releasing doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs with forgiveness and compassion. Celebrate your progress. Recognize and celebrate every sign of growth. Each small victory confirms your words and boosts your embodiment. Why embodiment matters. Words alone can inspire, but without embodiment, they remain surface level. When you embody your affirmations, your entire being vibrates at the frequency of your desires. This alignment activates your full creative power. You don't just speak a new reality, you live it. This living truth radiates outward, influencing your relationships, opportunities, and outcomes. People sense your authentic energy and respond accordingly. Your world begins to transform because you have transformed. The impact of embodiment on your energy. Energy follows intention. When your actions and emotions match your words, your energy becomes coherent. Coherent energy is powerful, magnetic, and unstoppable. It attracts everything that matches its frequency. Incoherent energy, when words, feelings, and actions are out of sync, creates confusion and blocks manifestation. Embodiment creates coherence. It is the final step in mastering the art of affirmative language. A daily embodiment practice. Each morning, after your affirmations, take a moment to ground yourself. Visualize your desired reality. Feel it fully. Ask, what can I do today to embody this reality? Throughout the day, check in with yourself. Are your thoughts, feelings, and actions aligned? If not, gently redirect. Before bed, reflect on how well you embodied your words. Celebrate progress, plan adjustments. The journey ahead. Embodying your spoken words is a lifelong journey. It evolves as you grow. There will be days of full alignment and days of struggle. Each moment is part of your creative process. Stay committed, keep speaking, keep becoming. Because the more you embody your affirmations, the more your reality will reflect your true power. Final thought for step 10. Remember, you are not separate from the reality you desire. You are its source. You are the voice in the vessel. Speak your truth, live your truth. Become your truth, and watch as your spoken reality unfolds with grace, power, and limitless possibility.